Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
Mo kí gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi. Mo kí wa wípé a kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. Quick one.
My people hot gist o abeg una come closer. If you know say you dey Deutschland or you know anybody wey dey for Deutschland, share this video. Things dey happen o. As I dey tell una so, there is fire on the mountain. Una see this video so, this person na immigrant o, na asylum seeker. So they give am dudu, they go tell am make come comot for the country. E no comot all this while. Police dey find am, e no comot. So na dem go a house this early morning, early momo. Now the guy come and carry stick, they destroy police vehicle. Hell, una just destroy the chances of people. Hell, my God, why una they do like this? Is it because of say German police no they take action? Like this one, they make you back. Your hand don't finish. If they say make you can't go now. Maybe your tori no align with what they want. You understand? So you must know you must not come they destroy their properties because you are going in for it. They will still succeed, carry you go, not forget. But the first thing put you for prison. Give you work. I mean, I don't know say they work for prison. Give you work where they work 1 hour for €1. 1 hour na for €1. If you don't know say they work for prison, they work, my people. Yes. They get job where they give them for death for prison. You can't they pay wetin you destroy. This one na government property. Now you go put hand. One na they put kerosene for fire. One na they carry kerosene they put for burning fire. Immigrant, please take it easy on other persons. Not take your own taste for another people own. This way they destroy people, police people car. Now waiting now. Now waiting. Is it the best? Is it the best thing to do? Fine. German, they're not wicked. I mean, they give us where we go place our head. The security, they tight. Why must you destroy their property for crying out loud? Are you the only one? Must you destroy? If they say na make them why you own don't finish. My people, share this video. Not be by force now, not be by fighting. I mean, you go feed defeat. You carry bamboo, they use the defend yourself for people who carry down alive. My people, I tell una say deportation dey hot. It dey hot for Deutschland. That's why they say the beg una. If you get friend, go there, go for rest your head. Mona they behave well. Not be we Africans, we hate ourselves. If una get friend, make friend, be nice. Go crush for that person's house. In the morning, you suffer, they go your house. Because mostly they go, although you don't even get time self, they get key to the whole houses. You understand? They get spare key. Just go the nearby country, go stay. Yes, go there, go stay. It's better say you can't destroy their property, then you can't add more crime to the way you hold for hands so already. I don't understand. I be wanna share this video. What did this guy now they do? They correct. They destroy the government's cars, the police people cars for Deutschland. This one they happen for Deutschland. As me and they talk so that this money go now it happen so for Deutschland. Share this video. Tell me what you think. Na good thing. So they destroy their property. I be don't work. Hey, if na Nigeria me and you for come another African country, pew, they don't bring the person down one time until they happen. Guys, thank you for watching. Look, this is our number 6, so you understand? Because you don't know that you will still get second chance. Grace fee fall now. Second chance go fall for grant. You understand? Thank you guys for watching.
So this girl you're seeing on my screen is Zinat Yetunde Bello, and on social media she goes by the name Zaby Store, and she calls herself the #1 importation vendor in Ibadan. So what did she do? Since she said she used to import stuffs, someone contacted her and told her like she would like to order on pre-order. And after agreeing on the prices, the person decided to start making payments. So on February 2nd, 2025, this person sent 33,500 naira. On February 14th, the person sent 22,000 naira. April 23rd, the person sent 41,500. And later on, the person sent 97,553. And everything total 194,500 naira. And after this whole thing, Zaby store was telling this person that she will need to pay for shipping fee, and this person was like, you didn't even tell me all of these things before we started, but okay, no problem. I am somewhere I cannot send money right now. When I'm available, I will send the money and let me know when the goods are on ground. And that was how they ended the conversation. So later on, this person was texting her and she's not responding. So the person who decided to go to her TikTok and text her, she did not respond. Then the person saw that she was posting that goods have arrived. And the person was like, why are you not talking about my own goods? So this person commented on her TikTok page and she deleted those comments. Even though this video we are making for you, if you did not pay, you cannot delete this video and you will pay. You don't have any problem. Sure, you understand? So now, the person decided to text Zaby store. And when the person texted her, the person said, you've not been responding to me on TikTok. And she was like, are you fine? You started off with saying I blocked you on TikTok too. Who wouldn't you block you? If you adhered to the rules and paid the right time, you would have gotten your orders like hundreds of normal people got theirs. Imagine the way she's talking to her customer. Then the person said, am I fine? And she was like, you delayed your shipping fee, saying you are not around, questioning shipping fee. Girl, just so you know, everywhere, anywhere, we are now in the smart world. Your smartphone will help you. Even warehouse that ships millions of goods, once you don't pay to clear your goods within stated time, it's gone. Your money is not with me. Then the person said, oh, teach me right, since I don't have sense and you do. I'm not here to drag with you like I said. When am I getting my goods or refund? Then she said, rephrase your statement. This person said, because I don't pay you. The person talked about where she said, your money is not with me. Then the person said, because I did not pay you, I've been texting you back to back. You are ghosting me. Then she said, you bought on pre-order. Your goods have been imported long before now. You didn't pay for clearance. Whose fault? And the person now said, and telling me my money is not with you. She said, you didn't. Oh, once you didn't clear your payments, it is not a full payment, just so you know. So I don't have time right now for you. I am attending to customers. Just imagine the way she's talking to her customer. Something that you can easily just explain to your customer, oh, your goods are on ground. Okay, this is the so amount you will pay. Then you will get your good. But instead, she's telling her customer, are you all right? And this person has been texting her before, asking her like, okay, how much am I paying for shipping fee? Let me know so you can give me my orders. She did not respond. And now she decided to be rude with the person. Now, when the person made that comment on her page, on her TikTok, before she deleted the comment, there's someone else that saw this person's comment. Then the person also texted her too and asked like, when did this thing happen? Then this person told her February, and I've not been taking it seriously. It can't be like jazz. Then this person now told this person that mine is November last year and the pre-order arrived March. What was her excuse? This person asked. Then she said, when I checked that TikTok, I saw that her pre-order don't arrived and I messaged her direct. She told me that her supplier didn't supply everything, that she would refund me. So after 1 week, I messaged her again. This girl told me she doesn't have time for any refund now. And I just said, auntie, it's unfair. Say I didn't try since last year. And next thing she told me is, I don't know how to talk, that I should go and learn it. If I don't learn, I should come back for refund. Imagine having the audacity to tell your customers that they don't know how to talk, that they should go and learn how to talk. Oh, the Dubai no law. Oh, Dubai no law. You are talking to your customers rudely. So is it? And I'm pretty sure, and they said this is not only the people that you have issues with. There are a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure after this video, a lot of people will still come out to say, oh, that is the same issues that they have with you. People, instead of you to be helping yourself, since they are patronizing you, you are making money. To deliver their stuff is a big problem for you. But I am happy to tell you, and it is so nice that you are actually in Ibadan. And I'm happy to tell you that you will refund this person. I am happy to tell you that. Because if you did not refund, you go year round. But you will refund. You don't have any choice. You don't have any choice. Zinat, oh, no choice. And on your page, you are posting like maybe your things are going on well, and of which you are taking other people's money. You are saying their money is not with you. Why are you so wicked? Lomodi ara ẹ. Tó bá dàgbà jù báyìí lọ ńkọ́. And you are acting like there's nothing they can do to you. Since they have reported to me now, you will have to pay. You don't have any choice. And to the people that used to patronize people, you better be watchful of people that you patronize. Imagine someone like this now, you are giving her your money and she's telling you that you are talking to her rudely. Or she's telling you, are you okay? Are you all right? To somebody that is giving you money. This person also wants to sell. She wants to make money too. You've made your own money. Now you are making it difficult for the other person to make their own money. But if you did not want to pay, I fear joking. But you will pay. You don't have any choice.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
A UK-based African pastor has had his British citizenship revoked. Pastor Isaac has lived in the United Kingdom for more than 15 years and he is a father of 2 lovely children. This is a pastor who is highly respected in Northwest community where he lives. A lot of people in this church, they look up to these pastors. This man is a pastor who his action, he has done a lot, according to the people that know this man, to help people from within the community. The pastor cannot believe what is happening to him. On top of that, this pastor is facing charges. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from this story. If you know anyone who has British passport or you're planning to apply for UK passport, kindly watch this video to the end because you will learn 1 or 2 lessons from the story of Pastor Isaac. So in order for you to understand this story, let's go to the beginning. Pastor Isaac came to the United Kingdom from mainland Europe. He has lived in Italy and Austria before he crossed over and came to the United Kingdom. When he arrived in the United Kingdom, he eventually sought himself out. He married and he has a family and a thriving church that is doing very, very well. One fateful day in the church, a young girl came into the church and the girl was introduced to the pastor and someone that comes from the same country as this pastor. Meanwhile, everyone that knows this pastor thinks that he comes from a particular country. That is the country that the pastor tells everyone that he's from this country. So this young girl was introduced to the pastor and someone said, pastor, this girl, she comes from the same country as you. The girl came to the UK as a student. Unfortunately, she could not pay the fees and therefore she ended up not continuing her education. So
kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
The girl was living in the country illegal. The girl and the pastor became friends. The girl was attending the church. The pastor took this girl initially like his own younger sister. He introduced this young girl to his wife and children, and the girl was very, very active in the church. Pastor's wife liked this girl, and she herself saw this girl like her younger sister. Everything was going okay. There was no problem. This young girl, she was looking for a way to stay in the country to sort herself out. One fateful day, she contacted the pastor for advice and said, Pastor, I have a boyfriend. He comes from the same country as me. Me and this guy, we have been dating for a while. However, the guy has a wife and children. This guy is telling me that he wants to leave his wife and his children, but he wants us to have a baby, but he doesn't want to marry me. The pastor said to this girl, look, it's entirely your decision whether you stay, whether you go and have a baby with this guy or not. However, what I will advise you as somebody who is in mid-30s, you're not getting young. If this guy is saying to you that he wants to have a baby with you and be responsible for the baby, it's entirely up to you if you want to have a baby with this guy or not. The girl left, but the girl, her perception of the pastor changed. The pastor said to the girl, look, although me, I go to church, I follow what the Bible says, but at the same time, I still use my common sense. This could be the only chance that you have of ever having a baby. I would not want to be the one that discourage you from missing out on this opportunity, because this guy, he said in the future he would like to marry you, but now it's not in the circumstances to do because of his wife that he said they're having a problem. So think about it very well. The girl said that she suspected that she was pregnant for this guy. A few weeks later, the girl said she had a miscarriage, and she and the guy, they fell out, that they are no longer together, that she's moved on, the guy has moved on, because she felt that the guy wasn't serious. The guy just wanted to use her. The pastor and the girl, they continued their relationship, but the girl's perception, because of the way the pastor explained to her that, look, me, I go to church, I'm a pastor of a church, but at the same time, I use my common sense. The girl started thinking, what kind of pastor is this? Her view of the pastor started changing, that maybe the way she and everybody sees this pastor in church, this pastor might not be like that. A few months later, pastor and his wife, they started having problems in their relationship. Pastor, who has been married to his wife for more than 8 years, pastor accused the wife of having an affair with another man, and the pastor became lonely in the relationship. He wanted to leave his wife, but he did not want to leave his wife because of the way everyone would react. So the pastor stayed in the relationship, but in the night, the only person, when the wife is going to work as a nurse, he will call this young girl, pastor and this young girl, they will be on the phone for a long time. They started talking. Before you know what was happening, pastor started falling in love for this young girl. Remember, the girl is still in the UK. She doesn't have papers, and the girl is looking for ways to stay in the country legally. So the girl and the pastor they started developing feelings, and the pastor, before you know what was happening, pastor started having an affair with this girl. Pastor became so close to this girl that he started telling this girl that, look, I think that I'm going to leave my wife, but I don't know how to do it because I am a pastor of a church. If I leave my wife, it's going to affect the way people see me. And the only reason I'm still in this relationship with my wife is because of how people are going to see me. Meanwhile, the pastor and this girl, they became intimate. They're having sex and just doing everything that a relationship involved. This girl was made to believe by the pastor that the pastor eventually, he is going to leave his wife and start a new family with the pastor. That was what the girl believed. And the girl said the pastor told her. So she was waiting for the day that pastor will eventually call her and say, look, my divorce, I've started the divorce, I've moved out of the house, and now me and you can start our own family. This girl, her hope was very high on the pastor because she believed everything that the pastor was telling her. So eventually, pastor and his wife, people from their home country and the community, they intervened and they said, look, give this relationship a chance. You're saying your wife has had an affair. Give this relationship a chance and forgive and forget. The pastor eventually, he forgave his wife, and him and his wife, they reconciled, and the pastor wasn't forthcoming to the other girl, Naomi. Isaac wasn't forthcoming to Naomi. He just stopped taking the girl's call. The girl was mad. Meanwhile, when the pastor eventually met Naomi, Isaac now said, look, explain what has been going on. Look, I just find it hard for me to leave my wife and 2 children and just go and start a new family. I am not going to marry you or leave my wife, but I will help you. And the girl said, how are you going to help me? That was when pastors opened up to the girl. Meanwhile, the time that Pastor and Naomi have become very close, Pastor started revealing his secret to the girl. Say, look, if you want to have a baby with me, you can have a baby, but I think the best way that I can help you to stay in this country is for you to go and seek asylum. That was when Pastor and this girl was very close. He now told the girl, say, go and seek asylum. But the girl said, my country, there's no war in my country. How am I going to seek asylum when there is no war in my country? As the pastor heard that, he laughed. He laughed and said, why would you say that? You're very, very naive, my baby. The guy said, what do you mean? The pastor now said, look, me, you think I come from your country? Say, yes. But you asked me the first time that, why is it that I come from your country, but I don't speak the language? What did I tell you? I told you that I grew up in neighboring countries. Say, yes. The pastor now said, look, there are lots of people. For example, somebody comes from Nigeria and claim to be a Cameroonian, or somebody comes from Ghana, claim to be a Liberia or Sierra Leone during the war, or somebody comes from East Africa, from Uganda, claiming to be Congo, or claiming to be Sudan, claiming to be a neighboring country where there is war. And this thing is very common. And the guy said, are you serious? I say, yes. The pastor then sit this girl down, explain to her, look, me, myself, I have sought asylum in Italy. I seek asylum in Austria. When I seek asylum in Italy, the name that I use back in the days is not the same name that I used when I came to the UK. The pastor started telling the girl that, look, even as I am in the UK now, most people think that I come from a particular country, but this is not my country, because I use this country to seek asylum. And I will give you all the information and all the help you need so that you will be able to seek asylum. The pastor said this when he was in love with this young girl. He told the girl the names that he used, how he was able to seek asylum in the UK. And on top of that, the pastor now told Naomi that, look, I have done this for more than 10 people. In fact, I helped them to cross to the UK, and this is how I was able to do it. This is the contact. I will put you in close to this contact. If you seek asylum, whilst your asylum is being processed, at least we will be able to marry and you'll be able to stay in the UK. That was all the hope that the pastor gave this girl. Whilst all this thing was going on, guess what the girl was doing? The girl was gathering all the evidence. He was gathering it, thinking that pastor will send her voice note. Don't forget what I told you. The girl, all the voice note that the pastor sent to this girl kept everything on record. When the pastor now reneged and him and his wife now reconciled, the pastor stopped picking this girl's call. The girl became mad. Naomi threatened the pastor and said, look, you have used me and dumped me. You've gone back to your wife. You're not.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
Not taking my calls again. And now what you promised me, you're not doing it. The pastor, I'm going to expose you. As soon as Pastor Isaac heard that, he rushed to Naomi to go and see her. The girl that he's been ignoring, he went to meet Naomi and sat Naomi down. Naomi said, look, I can't do this. Pastor paid for somebody. He paid for arrangement for the girl to get people in the UK. The arrangement did not work. Pastor spent $7,000. He spent this money because he was worried that this girl has so much information, he knows too much about him, that he was not trying to help this girl by all means necessary. At least if the girl sought herself out, she would not be beaten, even though pastor and his wife, they are not together. Everything that the pastor did, it failed to materialize. The pastor was worried. This girl, she said she's had enough. The pastor stopped taking the call. Guess what the girl did? The girl now said, since I cannot have you as a wife, a husband, don't have my paper, I am going to destroy you. The pastor's wife who contacted him said the girl told Naomi told the pastor, I will destroy you in this country. You will never have no peace. girl started contacting the Home Office, giving all the information. In fact, when the girl provided all the information, the Home Office went as far back as Austria, Italy. The pastor even told this girl that before I became a pastor, I was involved in drug dealing in Italy many years ago. I was deported, but at the same time, I came back and I went back through Schengen. I came back to Austria. He told this girl everything. The authorities in the UK, they wanted to verify what this girl, the information this girl was saying. Based on the evidence that she provided, they started looking at this pastor's past. The pastor was arrested for human trafficking because he said he has helped a lot of people to come into the country. The people that the pastors helped, they themselves, they were in trouble. The pastor, when he filled his application, the information that he provided, the Home Office now came back and said he provided false information to achieve citizenship. In June this year, there is a new change of UK policy. If you live in the UK, in the past, when your citizenship is revoked, there used to be what they call automatic restore, because while your citizenship has been revoked, the Home Office in the past you will have a right for your citizenship to be restored pending when your appeal has been exhausted. But now that is gone. That is a new provision. This girl provided all the evidence, and the Home Office now deemed that the pastor obtained his citizenship by deception. And not only that, the pastor was involved in human trafficking by bringing people into the UK through different routes. He wasn't even notified yet. He only found out by accident that his citizenship has been revoked. Because right now, the Home Office can actually revoke your citizenship without even notifying you. You can fly out of the country, you're coming, but that is when you realize that your passport has been revoked. As I'm speaking to you now, Pastor Isaac's citizenship has been revoked. And on top of that, the Home Office have sent his file to the Crime Prosecution Services for them to review. And if the CPS deem that there is a realistic chance of conviction, our Pastor Isaac will be going to jail for human trafficking. And by the time he finishes serving his sentence, he will be deported back to his own country. Do you blame the girl, or do you think that Pastor Isaac used this girl and dumped this girl, and therefore this girl has nothing to fall back on? She doesn't have papers, she doesn't have a child, and she has to fight back. There are valuable lessons that can be learned from the story of Isaac and Naomi. It was Isaac's wife that contacted me. If you have anyone that will benefit from the story, kindly share and give it a like.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
Presidential pardon granted last week by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to 175 inmates and ex-convicts continues to generate public reaction. The clemency followed approval by the National Council of State, while among those pardoned by President Tinubu was Miriam Sanda, who had been sentenced to death in 2017 for killing her husband. The 37-year-old convict has spent 6 years and 8 months at Suleja Medium Security Custodial Center after being sentenced to death for culpable homicide. Her pardon sparked widespread criticism. In response, presidential spokesperson Bayo Ononuga said that Sanders' family pleaded for her release in the best interest of her 2 children, adding that the plea was also anchored on her good conduct in jail, her remorse, and her embracement of a new lifestyle, demonstrating her commitment to being a model prisoner. Sanders was arrested in November 2017 for stabbing her husband to death over alleged infidelity. She claimed her husband died after falling on a broken shisha pot during an argument. Rufai, when we took the story back in, I believe, when she was sentenced, it was heartbreaking to hear the circumstances that surrounded her death. And I'll take some reactions because the story has generated quite a few on social media, X, Instagram, and of course, Facebook. And I'll take Obiora, who wrote, "You can call it mercy, or you can call it what it is. Another reminder of how uneven our system truly is." On page.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
A pardon looks noble, a show of compassion, a second chance, the image of a just leader extending grace. But in a country where justice bends for the powerful, mercy stops feeling like principle and starts to look like privilege. Too many ordinary people are serving endless sentences for lesser crimes, forgotten in overcrowded prisons with no one speaking their names. They don't get presidential attention or public sympathy. They just fade into the system's silence. And then there's Nnamdi Kanu, 5 years in detention, dragged through endless court proceedings with no clear resolution and no political will to end it. The same government that can find compassion in one case somehow finds only punishment in his. That's not justice. That's selective morality. Rufai, we had Honorable Obia Agwocha on the morning show yesterday, and he, touched on this particular Twitter user's comment, the fact that, the only thing that Nnamdi Kanu is looking for is a release so that they could attend to his health. And, this sort of conversation, who gets pardoned or not, is, the sort of conversation I'd like us to have. I'll take another expose before I come to you. And this is from Awele, who wrote, was the family of the late Yamin Bello, that's her husband, consulted and in agreement before his killer, Miriam Sanda, is being granted pardon? That's the question. The reason for her pardon is vexatious. The late Yamin had his life cruelly cut short. No opportunity to see his children grow up, and Miriam is free. And that's one of the conversations, that Miriam is free so that she can attend to her children. Your thoughts on the story, Rufai?
I like to talk with empirical
As always, yes.
Presidential pardon, offense committed, October 2025. Drugs, 29.2%. Unlawful mining, 24%. Homicide, 13.5%. Fraud and corruption, 12.3%. Hijacking, 5.3%. Firearms, 2.3%. Robbery and theft, 2.3%. Human trafficking, 1.8%. You see, at this rate, let's all go mad together. Because if we have now become a nation where we pardon criminals that our institutions fought hard to convict, then President Tinubu, your next pardon, I have some names for you. You must pardon Lawrence Omaji Akpo Anini. You must pardon Oyenusi, the criminal. You must pardon Shekau. Look at the joke Nigeria has become. You pardon all these people that have perpetrated heinous crimes, then you now have to drag the name of Herbert Macaulay in it to make it look legitimate. You now have to drag some of our founding fathers in it to make it, after you pardon all the criminals. Look at Farouk Lawan. There was a sting operation where the state security agencies, they were the ones that baited him with the bribe, the marked notes. He pardoned him. So what nation do we have? What nation, I ask, do we have? But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, people have been speaking. Some Igbo, top leaders came to Buhari last time to seek a peaceful resolution to the matter. No. Nnamdi Kanu is not being granted access to see doctors. That's why they're not even asking for pardon, access to see doctors. But all of a sudden, we are seeing all of these pardons flying around. So what lessons do we want for children in the generations yet unborn? A woman, we took the story here, planned the attack for good measure, also lacerated the husband's body. You say you talk to the woman's family before you pass. So the husband family, they have nothing. How will the husband family feel today?
And that's the right question.
See, the prerogative of mercy is expected that a president will be able to, dispense that prerogative reasonably. But as it is today, like somebody was saying today, I think they should be adding civil society so that we can circumvent the names brought forward. You see, our nation has just become a joke where anything happens. At this rate, we'll start pardoning certificate forgers. If they will not even give themselves pardon already. Right. So what kind of nation are we living in? What kind of generation do we want to give? What kind of country?
Tell me, how will they pardon themselves once they forge the certificates?
No, people like Nnamdi that the allegations of certificate forging. Yes. When they get to positions, they will pardon themselves now.
All right.
When they get
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zaby's Talk Show.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ ìdí alábàjọ, ẹ jẹ́ á pàdé nínú comment section. Kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá o. Kò ní sú wa, kò ní rẹ̀ wá o. Àṣẹ ló máa give up torí wípé kíni? A máa débẹ̀ àmọ́